A young heart awakened David Brainerd's early life. From a tender age, he was marked by a sense of purpose and a deep yearning to understand the world around him. David Brainerd was born in 1718 in Connecticut, a place of serene landscapes and tight-knit communities. The rolling hills and lush forests of Connecticut provided a picturesque backdrop to his formative years. This was a time of great spiritual awakening in America. The Great Awakening, as it was known, swept through the colonies, igniting a fervor for religious devotion and personal piety. His family valued faith deeply, and their home was a sanctuary of spiritual reflection and prayer. They instilled in him a deep love for God, nurturing his spiritual growth with daily readings from the Bible and heartfelt discussions about faith. The words of Scripture became a guiding light in his young life. Tragically, David lost both parents at a young age. His father passed away when David was just 9, and his mother followed when he was 14. These profound losses left an indelible mark on his soul, casting a shadow over his adolescence. He faced many hardships, including the struggle to find his place in a world without the guidance of his beloved parents. But these trials only strengthened his resolve. David found solace in the natural world, often retreating to the woods to pray and reflect. The quiet of the forest became his refuge, a place where he could commune with God and seek direction for his life. David felt a powerful call to serve God. This calling was not just a fleeting emotion, but a profound conviction that grew stronger with each passing day. He believed that his purpose was to spread the message of God's love and salvation to those who had not yet heard it. He yearned to share the gospel with those who hadn't heard it. His heart burned with a desire to reach out to the Native American tribes and the frontier settlers who lived on the edges of colonial society. He saw them as souls in need of the hope and redemption that only the gospel could provide. This calling led him to Yale College. Founded in 1701, Yale was a center of intellectual and spiritual training. David hoped that by immersing himself in rigorous study, he could better equip himself for the ministry that lay ahead. He hoped to prepare for a life dedicated to ministry. The academic environment at Yale was challenging, but David was determined to succeed. He spent long hours poring over theological texts, engaging in debates, and seeking to deepen his understanding of God's Word. Little did he know, his journey there would test his faith in unimaginable ways. The pressures of academic life, coupled with his own spiritual struggles, often left him feeling isolated and overwhelmed. Yet he persevered, driven by the belief that his trials were shaping him for a greater purpose. Yet, through each trial, David's spirit only grew stronger. He learned to rely on God's strength rather than his own, finding comfort in the knowledge that he was never truly alone. His prayers became more fervent, his faith more unshakable. His unwavering commitment would inspire generations to come. David Brainerd's life, though marked by suffering and hardship, became a beacon of hope and perseverance. His story is a testament to the transformative power of faith and the impact one dedicated individual can have on the world. David Brainerd's life is a testament to the power of faith. His journey from a young boy in Connecticut to a pioneering missionary is a powerful reminder of what can be achieved when one is guided by a higher purpose. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, one person can make a difference. David Brainerd's legacy continues to inspire those who seek to live a life of meaning and service, proving that faith, when coupled with determination, can overcome any obstacle. Yale and the refining fire of faith. The story of Yale College in the 1730s is one of both intellectual and spiritual awakening. It was a time when the pursuit of knowledge and the quest for deeper faith intertwined, creating a unique environment that shaped many young minds. Yale College in the 1730s was a place of intellectual ferment. The campus buzzed with discussions on philosophy, science, and theology. Students and professors alike were engaged in a relentless pursuit of truth, eager to expand their understanding of the world and their place within it. It was also a place of intense spiritual fervor. Daily prayers, religious services, and theological debates were integral parts of campus life. The students were not just seeking academic excellence, but also striving to deepen their spiritual convictions and live out their faith in meaningful ways. David Brainerd, a young man of deep piety, arrived on campus eager to learn. He was driven by a profound sense of purpose and a desire to serve God. His arrival at Yale marked the beginning of a journey that would test his faith and resilience in ways he could never have anticipated. He was ready to be shaped for God's service. Brainerd spent countless hours in prayer and study, seeking to align his life with his spiritual calling. He believed that his time at Yale would prepare him for a life dedicated to ministry and missionary work. However, college life presented unexpected challenges. The intellectual rigor and diverse viewpoints at Yale often led to intense debates and conflicts. Brainerd found himself navigating a complex landscape of ideas and beliefs, which sometimes clashed with his own deeply held convictions. David found himself at odds with the prevailing religious climate. His fervent beliefs and outspoken nature sometimes put him at odds with his peers and even the college authorities. He struggled to reconcile his faith with the differing perspectives he encountered. He clashed with authorities over his beliefs. Brainerd's unwavering commitment to his faith led to several confrontations with the college administration. He was not afraid to speak his mind, even when it meant challenging those in positions of power. He held firm to his convictions. Despite the opposition he faced, Brainerd remained steadfast in his beliefs. He was determined to stay true to his faith, no matter the cost. One incident proved particularly controversial. Brainerd's passionate nature and uncompromising stance on matters of faith eventually led to a pivotal moment that would change the course of his life. David made a remark deemed disrespectful towards a tutor. In a heated discussion, Brainerd's words were interpreted as a direct challenge to the authority of a respected tutor. This incident quickly escalated, drawing the attention of the entire college community. This led to his expulsion from Yale in 1742. The decision to expel Brainerd was a severe blow, not just to his academic aspirations, but also to his sense of purpose. He left Yale with a heavy heart, feeling both misunderstood and unjustly treated. The experience was deeply painful for Brainerd. He grappled with feelings of rejection and disappointment, questioning why his path had taken such a difficult turn. Yet, in his solitude, he found a renewed sense of clarity and determination. Yet, he refused to be deterred. Brainerd's faith remained unshaken. He saw his expulsion not as an end, but as a divine redirection. He believed that God had a greater plan for him, one that extended beyond the walls of Yale. He saw this setback as a redirection from God. Brainerd's journals from this period reflect a deepening of his spiritual resolve. He wrote extensively about his experiences, his struggles, and his unwavering belief that he was being guided towards a higher purpose. He emerged from this trial even more determined. Brainerd's expulsion became a catalyst for his missionary work. He dedicated himself to preaching and helping those in need, driven by a sense of mission that was now stronger than ever. He would continue to serve his calling, even without Yale's support. Brainerd's journey took him far beyond the confines of academia. He became a pioneering missionary, known for his dedication and compassion. His legacy is a testament to the power of faith and the resilience of the human spirit. A path less traveled: expulsion and the call to missions. This is the story of David Brainerd, a man whose life took an unexpected turn, leading him down a road filled with trials, faith, and an unwavering mission. Expelled from Yale, David Brainerd faced an uncertain future. The year was 1742, and Brainerd, a promising student, found himself at a crossroads. His expulsion was not just a personal setback, but a public disgrace, casting a shadow over his academic and spiritual aspirations. Many would have been crushed by this setback. The weight of disappointment and the loss of a clear path forward could have easily led to despair. For Brainerd, the expulsion was a moment of deep reflection and soul-searching. But Brainerd saw it as a turning point. Instead of succumbing to defeat, he chose to see this as an opportunity to redefine his purpose. He believed that his expulsion was a divine intervention, steering him towards a greater calling. He embraced the path laid out before him. With renewed determination, Brainerd decided to dedicate his life to missionary work. He felt a profound sense of duty to spread the Christian faith, particularly to those who had not yet heard its message. He felt a growing burden for the Native Americans. These communities, often marginalized and misunderstood, lived on the fringes of colonial society. Brainerd's heart ached for their plight and their spiritual well-being. They lived on the fringes of colonial society. The Native Americans faced numerous challenges, including displacement, cultural erosion, and the pressures of colonial expansion. Brainerd saw their struggles and felt a deep compassion for them. He believed they needed to hear the gospel message. Brainerd was convinced that the Christian faith could offer hope and solace to the Native American communities. He saw his mission as a way to bridge cultural divides and bring spiritual enlightenment. So, he embarked on a journey. With a map in hand and faith in his heart, Brainerd set out to reach the Native American tribes. His journey was not just a physical one, but a spiritual quest to fulfill what he believed was his divine calling. He would bring the Christian faith to these communities. His travels were arduous. Brainerd traversed dense forests, crossed rivers, and navigated rugged terrains. Each step was a testament to his commitment and resilience. He faced harsh weather conditions, dense forests, and cultural barriers. Yet, he pressed on. The journey was fraught with challenges, from severe weather to the complexities of cross-cultural communication. But Brainerd's resolve never wavered. He was driven by an unwavering love for the native people. His compassion and dedication were evident in every interaction. Brainerd's mission was not just about conversion, but about understanding, respect, and genuine care for the Native American communities. Brainerd's expulsion from Yale, though painful, became a pivotal moment. It was a catalyst that propelled him towards his true calling. The loss of his academic future opened the door to a life of profound spiritual impact. It set him on a course that would forever change his life. Brainerd's journey was marked by purpose and perseverance. His interactions with the Native American communities were transformative, both for them and for him. It would leave an enduring legacy in the annals of missionary history. David Brainerd's life and work became a beacon of inspiration for future generations of missionaries. His story is a testament to the power of faith, resilience, and the impact of following one's true calling. David Brainerd began his missionary work among the Stockbridge Indians in Massachusetts. These were the Mohicans, driven from their ancestral lands. They faced poverty, disease, and social displacement. Brainerd immersed himself in their culture. He learned their language. He lived among them in their humble dwellings. He shared their hardships. He earned their trust through his compassion and sincerity. He preached the gospel with fervor. He spoke of God's love. He offered hope and solace in the midst of suffering. His message resonated with the Stockbridge people. Many converted to Christianity. They found comfort in his words. They embraced the message of salvation. The Stockbridge mission became a beacon of hope. It was a testament to Brainerd's tireless dedication and the power of faith to transform lives. Leaving the Stockbridge mission, Brainerd ventured further into the wilderness. He felt a relentless call to reach more Native American tribes with the gospel. His journeys took him through treacherous landscapes. He endured harsh weather, hunger, and loneliness. He faced danger from wild animals and suspicious tribes. He often traveled alone, sustained by his faith and his unwavering sense of purpose. His journals recount his struggles and triumphs. He wrote of the physical challenges and the emotional toll of his solitary mission. He also wrote of the joy he felt. He witnessed the transforming power of the gospel on the lives of the native people. Through it all, Brainerd's spirit remained unbroken. His unwavering commitment to his calling serves as a powerful reminder. It shows us that true dedication can overcome even the most daunting obstacles.